Special shout out to all my amazing members and patrons for going above and beyond and supporting the channel. They are Sam Medina, Matthew, Lucky Charms, Rick Hemingway, Charlene Kelly, I Am Beast, Madlo, Yumi, Killaban264, Justin Rice, MD640, Petri, Kano76, Ozzy Pozzy, Balalko, Jellybeams, UK's Reaper, Cravens, Real Fear, Shamsi, Nathan the Orgasms, Nokin, and Amy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So, hopefully this will be the first of many videos that I do like this. Basically, I want to start a series on Darkness Falls, but first, I want to make sure we go through all the changes, updates, and all that stuff that we might encounter. And I'm actually going to make that the episode 1 of my series. So from episode 2, we'll actually be playing the mod, but hopefully you guys enjoy. I put a ton of effort into this, so I'm really hoping that for all mods from now on, I can do the same. So basically, what we're going to be doing is we're going to first go through the patch notes and some of the explanations on what they mean, if I actually know what they mean or not. Some of the things it goes above my head, so I don't know what they mean, but some of them that do, I'll do like a pop-up showing the example of whatever's added or locked or whatever. And then I'll be showing you guys how to manually install the mod as well, because since it's still an experimental, it's not in the mod launcher. I'll also show all the zombies, monsters, and demons that you'll encounter. And lastly, we'll go through all the classes and some of the perks related to them. So let's jump into this. So as you guys can see, we are on Discord right now. You can also go to like the members forums or community forums for 7 Days to Die, and there's also updates there. But I like going on Discord over here because Kane posts regularly under the announcements tab. So yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, just let me know in the comments, or join my Discord linked down below. And on Discord, just ask me for the link and I'll invite you to the Darkest Falls channel as well. But yeah, as you guys can see, he says over here, please remember this is an experimental. There will still be bugs. It's not stable yet, guys. I can't wait for stable before we play it. There will be balance issues. He and his team have done a ton of work on squashing bugs. So please, if you find any bugs, you might have to restart later with more updates and stuff, but it is experimental. Do not complain if you get bugs. Also, it says, yeah, it's not on the mod launcher because the experimental is never on the mod launcher. Please review my menu. Yeah, he also has a video on how to manually install it, but we'll go over that as well quickly. And then, yeah, so these are the patch notes for the build 1 to 17 experimental. Guys, as the notes change and there's more patch notes and stuff, I'll actually, inside the videos during the series, cover those as well. So by stable, there should be way more of these patch notes in between my videos. This is an update video, so we'll be covering a ton of stuff, but in the videos themselves, as you're playing the game, we'll go over the patch notes as well. So let's get started because there are quite a few. Added Xylox's tintable zombie material mod, added new crafting perks, added a dew collector to basic farming level 2, and this is a really awesome part. He added coil turrets and laser turrets. As you guys know, there are junk turrets in the game, and you could put like a laser battery mod on, and you can also use iron dart trap ammo as ammo for them. And they can take down demons, especially with the laser battery mod, they could take down demons really fast. But now you get coil turrets as well, and laser turrets, so these are really going to be fun. Added new recipe for jerky that uses the workbench and only makes 1. Added military stealth boots recipe to unlock Master Hunter. Added stealth versions of all military armor and added unlock to Master Hunter over here. That's awesome. Added titanium reinforced Kevlar armor, light version of titanium armor. Added a patch that sets vehicles to unlocked by default on placement. So usually when you place a vehicle down, it's locked. When your friends want to climb in on the server, it can't because it's locked. You have to unlock it first. And if it's locked and they try and climb in, they usually repair your vehicle for you. So now when you put a vehicle down, it's automatically unlocked. That's really cool. This is also a really cool new feature. Added a locked pick version of all secure loot boxes or blocks with better loot than just smashing it open. So if you break open a safe, you get worse loot than if you go and lockpick it. Added a patch that allows the player to place blocks faster while building. Guys, this, to get the images I'm going to show you guys later, I had to build a room. And the placement speed of blocks it's insane. I think, if not mistaken, in Darkest Falls, there's half blocks as well. I don't know if it's been removed for A21. Basically, you get, say it takes 10 concrete to make a full concrete block that you can place down and you can't pick it up again. There's one that costs 5 concrete, but you can pick it up just like a wooden frame, and then you have to upgrade it with another 5 concrete. I'll actually recommend using those blocks if they're still in the game, because the placement speed is insane. I had to click, 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 click when placing the block, because if you hold it down, it places insanely fast. For those of you that know the game, basically there was a time when the nail guns were insanely fast. It's basically like that. It places so fast. Add a potential fix for the arc gun, repeating sounds after firing has ended. So basically there was a bug where it just keeps making the arc gun noise. This is Kane's way of installing it, so you guys can come check over here on his Discord, or like I said, I'll cover that as well quickly after we're done over here with the notes. Added Toby's rifle tweaks, added ICDs or IDC's trader waypoint mod to stop scouts being auto-added and to allow players to remove trader waypoints. Added a recipe for the laser workbench that needs a portal source and more resources, but can be made in the metal workbench. That's cool. Added game stage and loot bonuses at night for all biomes. Forest biome does not have the game stage bonus, only the loot bonus. So nighttime, basically, there's it's incentivizing you to take a chance to go out and loot at night. That's really cool. Added IDC's mod that prevents users from loading vanilla worlds and thus being without Darkest Falls for your eyes. Added IDC Core and IDC Advanced Dew Collector, renamed to just Dew Collector and replaces the vanilla one. So this is an Advanced Dew Collector that's in the mod, not the normal one. It looks like the normal one. It still says Dew Collector, but it's actually the Advanced Dew Collector. Added IDC's progression patch that allows customizable XP requirements per level and customizable skill points per level. Players now get 2 points every 10 levels. That's really, really cool. Added IDC's game stage screamers. Added demonic and empowered demonic screamers as well. I noticed this. There's a little bit of a typo there. I noticed this when I actually went over all the zombies and monsters that we're going to go through later. I noticed that the screamers are now also demonic. That's really, really cool. Added titanium darts to the adjunct turret. Usually you can only go, I think, up to iron darts, but now you can actually do titanium darts as well. So junk turrets will be able to do insane damage. Added corpse removal effect to explosives to help with the corpse cleanup. That's really cool. Fixed hand item on demonic vulture, the hell pigeon, so it can actually fire fireball now. Fixed encumbrance being wrong, and also made it worse than version 4 of Alpha 20. So guys, the encumbrance is going to be way harder, way more harsh. That's the word. So be very, very careful with being encumbered. Fixed missing recipe for high-powered barrel mod. Fixed brood mother mutated spider not applying radiation. Ooh, so she's radiating as well. On fireball explosion instead of fire. Fixed the reflex sights on coil guns, laser guns, and probably others. Fixed aiming down the sights on coil guns, laser guns, and probably others. Fixed reflex sight on M4A1, so it should be more likely to sit on top of the post. Fixed laser sights and flashbangs on all guns with the Fun Pimps provided settings. Fixed camera locking at Caitlin's waist when you talk to her. I wonder if the other bug's still there. Sometimes on the server, if you talk to a trader, you can't move and the camera's just stuck. I hope that was fixed as well. But basically on Caitlin, when you talk to her, she's the Darkest Falls trader. She's not part of vanilla. When you talk to her, sometimes it just for some reason goes down to her waist and it looks so wrong. But now when you talk to her, it shows her the face, not the waist. Change the first labor request to gather wood. Change second labor request to craft and place frame shapes. Change Spearmaster 4 to grant entity penetration with power attacks rather than mobility. Increase physical damage resistance of all behemoths and titans, both incubi, both succubi, and Lord of Hell. Reasoning, they have lower HP and you can overcome it with the Armor Shredder mod. So it's something the player can be tactical about. Removed a lot of unnecessary perks due to new crafting perks. I actually noticed when I did the video on the perks and classes that, or that section of the video, that it does look quite different from A20. So you guys will see this is actually really cool. Let's go down a bit. Combine the electric trap perks into one perk. Coil weapons no longer have bonus damage to demons, but do disable demon regen. This is one of the best changes in the game, guys. Any normal demons, so any zombie up to demons, basically. The demons usually, the coil weapons did more damage than a normal gun, but now they actually stop the regen of the basic demons. There are empowered demon versions that we'll go over later. They require lasers for the regen to be disabled. Coil weapons won't work. You can hit them with laser to disable the regen and then kill them with coil, but then you have to swap. So the moment you start getting empowered and the bosses and stuff, yeah. Coil turrets also disable demonic regen, but not empowered. Yeah, that's the same. So basically, if you have coil turrets, they can kill demons now way faster. You don't need the normal turret with like a laser battery mod on. Coil turrets now do the same thing. Laser weapons with normal energy cells now deal 100% more damage to demons. Overcharged energy cells now deal 200% damage to demons. Tailoring station recipe for jerky makes 2. Increase jerky stack size to 20. Increase the heating cold resistance to survivor to level 10. This is the same as the basic mods that go into armor. So level 5 in the perk and heat and cold resist, as if you had level 5 of the heat and 5. So where heat resist had 5 levels, now it has 10 levels basically. Increase disease resistance of the survivor to 20% per level, with level 5 granting immunity. So you can't get diseases anymore at level 5. Diseases are dysentery, food poisoning, and pneumonia. Others may get added later. Lowered the bonus from the improved element to 15% to see if it helps with some instacraft bugs in the forge. Demolition Expert now grants 5% explosion resistance per level. Adjusted pulse mine damage from 300 to 1,200 like pulse rockets. That's awesome. Slightly lowered mobility penalty of leather armor to make it more viable at low levels. Slightly increased physical resistance of military stealth armor. That's really cool. I love using military armors in the game as well, so I'll definitely be using this again. Lowered the stamina reduction bonus from action skills on melee weapons and tools. Sexual Tyrannosaurus is still a thing and at A21, and stacking was causing infinite stamina. So in A21, they removed the Sexual Tyrannosaurus skill that provides you stamina, and they put it under the certain weapon and tool skills. But with A21 doing that and Sexual Tyrannosaurus being a thing in A21 Darkness Falls, it just caused infinite stamina. So instead of taking away Sexual Tyrannosaurus, that's still a thing, but the new A21 things of doing under the perks, that's gone. Increase the rounds per minute bonus on the pistols on action skill to see that helps pistols be more viable at higher game stages, because sometimes the pistol just fires way too slow to kill like demons and tougher zombies and stuff. Increase the base plate resistance to crits as well as it was kind of nuts in vanilla. Rebalance mod slots to the tier of the item. Stone, wood, scrap, iron, steel, titanium, laser now matters. Items will have a max of 3 plus tier. Stone, wood is 0. Laser is 5. Medical items should now stack healing correctly. Adjusting loot stage bonus of Quality Joe to account for new loot templates. Nights should be darker. Ooh, boy. Bunker doors are no longer invulnerable after being unlocked. Silencers can no longer be installed on laser weapons. Lowered all Hornet sounds by 50. Guys, I saw Kane's stream on where he was testing bugs and stuff, and these Hornets are fast. So if you encounter them, be really, really careful. They are super fast, super dangerous. Lowered fruit tree spawn as it is little nuts, especially in the desert. Yeah, in the desert, there's like banana trees, coconut trees. There was just way too many trees. Changed Caitlyn to a wilderness-only spawn, like she used to be back in the old days, plus it helps with random gen. So basically, in 820, Caitlyn was part of the town. She was like Bob and Jen and all them. Now in 821, she's back to being a wilderness trader. So she's not going to be by the city itself. She's going to be a little bit further away from the city as its own building. Change forged steel and titanium to no longer be locked or learnable, and relocked arrows. Unlocked scrap weapons but increase crafts costs. Standardize the window width size of all loot containers except for the drone because it's special. Slightly increase the spawn rate of portals in the wasteland. I've noticed in 820 sometimes you couldn't find any demon portals anywhere. So these portals they're referring to here are the demonic portals in the game, or scattered all over the wasteland. These you have to break and loot to be able to get demonic essences, or you can just kill some zombies. Remade animal spawns for forest, desert, and snow. Remade zombie spawns for forest, desert, and snow. Reverted crowbar to damage of the to Darkest Falls version 4.1.4 damage levels. So I wonder if this is now like this just means that they'll be able to do more damage again. At this stage, the crowbar was awesome. You could break items open easily, and then it was nerfed. Adjusted vomit zombies, so their vomit spreads out more and should be a little bit easier to dodge. Arc gun now has a chain effect to its stun of up to 5 blocks for initially hitting the target. Pain tolerance now affects how quickly the target recovers from untreated critical hits like sprains and breaks. Position now affects how quickly the player recovers from treated critical hits like sprains and breaks. Eric's hammer, that's one of the special hammers in the game. There's basically coil weapons, legendary weapons, and laser weapons. Coil, legendary, laser. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Eric's hammer is one of the legendary items in the game. These also degen or stop the regen of demons and up. Food and water items now restore food and water over time, and thus you can now overeat like in vanilla. Getting hit while infected and thus making the infection worse now causes wellness loss. Oh boy, oh boy. Added small bonus to harvesting fruit trees with living off the land perk to help compensate for the fact that they can't downgrade anymore. Wait, they can't downgrade anymore. So if you break a fruit tree, they're going to completely disappear. They won't be like a dead tree anymore that can keep growing. I'm guessing that's what they mean by downgrade. Lower the amount of zombies that spawn in big cities to help with the frame rate issues. Increase the respawn rate of zombies that spawn in big cities to try and keep the crowded feel, while hopefully feeling like the FPS gains are better. Adjusted scout quest rewards, specifically guns. Oh, I love doing scout quests, especially since it helps with the progression of the storyline. Swapped Fusion Forge and Laser Workbench in the lab to non-working versions because of FunPim's multiplayer bug. So Fusion Forges and Laser Workbenches in the big labs are now non-working. Okay. Made new block placeholders for trader prefabs and updated traders due to FunPim's multiplayer bug with working workstations on POI reset. Anna's quest now rewards a portal power source, so you can go and open the door to a loot room and use the workbench in there. I wonder if Caitlin still sells the power source, so then you can get access to that room earlier. But now the portal power source is now a reward for doing a quest. That is a big change. Usually you get this thing from the last room by destroying that artificial demon portal. Increased chances of working forge and workbenches in trader. Decreased chances of working chemistry stations and cement mixers and traders. Updated scout so she can teach the new crafting perks for money. Same cost per level as previous skills since money really isn't an issue. Advanced magazine extender can now be installed on junk turrets. Awesome! You used to only be able to install normal magazine extenders, but now you can do the advanced one as well on the junk turrets. That's definitely going to help with the amount of ammo being held. Weighted head, metal chain, metal spikes, and barbed wire mods can now installed in Knuckles. Oh boy. This is the build 18 and 19 patch notes. Fix metal chain mod having wrong model. Fix ball of water not displaying water amount. Fix the very hard to find NRE with quests. Fix incorrect unlocked by on debuff stuff. B-dubs as the vehicles. There's different kind of vehicles in the game that you can unlock with Master Mechanic. And those vehicles are actually really, really awesome. So I suggest you guys go for Mechanic Mastery so you can craft a ton of vehicles as well. Fix some drinks having an open option when they shouldn't. Fix scouts quests not working in multiplayer. Fix random rocket launcher parts being in loot when they shouldn't be. Fix bad UI display on pipe shotgun and double barrel shotgun. Fix missing coil and laser turret recipes. Fix recipe tracker not working. Fix improved hitting element being a mod being straight up missing. I won't say that, he's not an idiot, he does hard work for the mod. Fix scouts not being on their own faction like they were supposed to be. Fix incorrectly unlocked by on Quill battery bundle. Fix grenades and some other throwables like pie bombs not stacking. Fix survival torch not having the flame when placed. Fix zombie tracking not always working due to one missing tag. Fix Razor's first quest not working in multiplayer. However, the quest may send you right outside the compound because Razor is apparently very lazy. Fix finding only high quality stun batons and loot. Guys, in my better vanilla mod so far in that series on the server, you just get stun batons up the wazoo. It's so easy to get stun batons. Junk and pipe batons should now be mixed in. IDC fix random gen breaking if you try to generate another world without rebooting the game. Fix players being stuck while respawning by removing the spawn near backpack option, as that apparently breaks things in the modded games. This bug has been reported to the FunPimps. So you can't spawn near the backpack anymore. You have to spawn... Oh, that's a new option, yeah. You have to spawn by bedroll or near bedroll, but spawn near backpack was a new thing that they added. Okay. Removed must be read from hotbar from the books that increase action skills. So I think perk books, if there are still such a thing, they need to be from the hotbar, but any other books you can read from your inventory. Removed open close times on traders to fix potential bugs, and also stop people reporting on no interaction as a bug. Removed weapon crafting requirements for the creamery station perk, as this perk no longer exists. Added missing poop to the toilets, because that's clearly the most important fix. Added wandering horde config, so frequency is closer to vanilla. Apparently, getting too many wandering hordes was a thing that they were using in the testing of the mod. Increased selling price of vending machines of food and drink. Increased the amount of foods. Sticky apples grants equal to the bake apples. Especially in Darkest Falls, guys, you need notes to be able to make class stuff. So new class books, mastery books. So this is a really cool one. Slightly increased chances of loot in cracker book shelves, crates, and bookcases. Adjusted loot to the highest quality you can generally find is now only 39. Usually you are able to find level 60s, level 50s and stuff. Now this encourages crafting and questing. This may be adjusted later, so high quality items will be found in specific places. I actually really love this change because now you have to craft better quality guns and combine them, or you have to do more quests and be rewarded with the higher quality ones. So when looting, you can only find up to level 39, but like I said, later for some quests or some POIs, the loot might be better as well. Okay, so I think that's all the patch notes for now. And then at the end of the patch notes, guys, under announcements over here, you'll see that if you go scroll down, there's download links to where you can actually download the mods. I went, I think, for this one over here. It doesn't matter which one you go for or the mega file. You just click on this. It says you have to open it, say yes, visit site. And then over here, you'll be able to choose to download it. So download anyway. Now, I already actually downloaded this, so technically I don't have to download it again. Because sometimes it takes a while. Sometimes if there's too many people download it at the same time, there might be issues as well. But yeah, you download this, and then once it's downloaded, it will be under the downloads folder over here. So if you go to downloads and you go to Darkness Falls, it's still the dev version experimental. That's why it says dev. You just click on the, it gives you this zipped file. You right click and you say extract to a file, and it gives you this one. Then you're able to go inside over here. Okay, this one's empty because I already moved it. I'll show you guys. Usually there's a mods folder inside of here. So if you want to make a manual save, guys, all you have to do, open your Steam, go to 7 days to die, right click, manage, browse local files, and it will actually show you where the files themselves are. You click on common. It shows 7 days to die. This is the folder. Click on common. Make sure there's no mods folder. This is just because I have a server running. So there must not be a mods folder in what you're about to do. You can delete it later in the copied file, but just go one back to common. Copy this over here, and then you go to your desktop and you paste it on desktop. So I have mine already over here. I renamed it. Let me just do this so you guys can see. I renamed it from 7 days to die to Darkness Falls. Then you go to your downloads where you have your folder. You go inside, and where the mods, I actually have War of the Walkers over here as well, so I can actually do this. You go into the folder, and where it says mods, sometimes there's other files with the mods. You take all of that out. But just take the mods in this case because there's nothing else. And then you move that mods folder into your Darkness Falls over here. So this mods folder over here is the Darkness Falls mod itself. And then when you play the game, you have to make sure that your Steam is open. You can just minimize your Steam. You go into your Darkness Falls file on your desktop. And then the very first one over here that says 7 days to die application. Not the launcher, but the 7 days to die. You just double click that and that takes you into the game. So that's how you manually install the game. So in Darkness Falls, there are a variety of zombies, new and old, vanilla and Darkness Falls zombies. Guys, before we get started, I apologize for the background. I tried mixing it in as much as possible. It took me an hour and a half to spawn in each zombie at a time, take a screenshot, put it on PowerPoint, crop it, and then try and blend the backgrounds. So hopefully it's not too distracting. But yeah, some of the zombies only have normal versions, for example, the demo, but he also has a boss version. He doesn't have feral, radiated demon versions, none like that. Mutant Night Stalker only has a boss version. So these are all the zombies except for the cowboy and the footballer. I tried spawning them in with F6, but apparently they're not in the user menu yet. Guys, as of making this video, the update is like B19. So a lot of stuff might change. Some zombies might get removed, some might get added. But yeah, there is still a footballer and a cowboy zombie outstanding. The only reason I knew that was because in the boss zombies, I couldn't see the footballer, and he's also one of the boss versions. But yeah, these are the normal zombies. You get decaying in the beginning. They have half HP, way easier to kill. And then the moment you get a little bit stronger and get better guns and stuff, you start getting normal zombies. And they just have like normal default HP, so you have to be careful which one you are facing. Next up, we have the feral zombies. These zombies can actually be seen apart by their eyes. For example, over here, this dude is a feral white. He doesn't have a non-feral version. And then also this guy over here, the burnt zombie, if you look at this one, with the decaying normal, is not on fire, but the feral version is. I wish all ferals were on fire or something, just to tell them apart. But you look at the eyes. If the eyes are orange, be careful. Depending on your feral settings, they might run, sprint, be nightmare speed, or depending on your settings, just walk or jog. Next up, we have the decaying and normal radiated zombies. If you guys know, just as like with the normal zombies and the decaying zombies, early game you get decaying radiated zombies. That's usually at nighttime or sometimes even in spawns, and they are way easier to kill, but they do still regen, so be careful. Once again, the more powerful you get, the tougher the zombies get, and they start getting to normal radiated levels, and they're just a lot harder to take down than the decaying. But by then you have the weapons to take them down anyway, so that's no problem at all. Next up, we have the ToughZombies. Guys, I love the A21 change to the colors in the game. In A20, the radiated zombies had like a green smoke around them, and the ToughZombies like a black smoke around them. But now in A21, it's baked into their skins and actually helps with the frame rate and the lag as well, because it doesn't have to load in or spawn in all those particle effects. But yeah, the ToughZombies have a purple skin to them. They are basically feral. They hit harder. They're stronger, more HP. So be careful. They are a little bit tougher than the radiated zombies. And yeah, they're kind of a nuisance to deal with. So if by this time you actually have like coil weapons or starting to get coil weapons, that's a really nice way to take them down. Next up, we have the mutated and boss zombies. These are all the ones so far in the game. The footballer zombie is also supposed to be here. Don't know if they do the same thing, but in 820, for example, the nurse heals all the zombies around her. So take her out first so the zombie don't heal, and then the footballer makes them all faster. Also, you have to be careful of the demo's explosion, especially because it's like a nuke going off. The explosion, the radius is massive. It's like 2 to 3 times bigger than a normal demo, so it's easy to tell this dude apart. And it's usually end or late game that this dude starts showing up. Next up, we have demonic versions of all the zombies. Now, these can actually be you can actually see which ones are demonic by the color of their skin. You can see just like the ToughZombies have like a purple skin, these have orange skins. So you have to be really paying attention, or if you just look at the names above them, usually then you can see if it says demonic or not. In 821, you can now kill them or stop their regen with coil weapons, which is awesome. In 820, you used to have to hit them with a laser weapon, and then you can take them down with normal ammo. Otherwise, they will just regen and heal themselves, and you'll be screwed. But yeah, coil pistols and stuff could take them down if you actually just focused and got your shots in, not missed a shot. You could kill them fast enough, but they do usually regen without laser tech. But now in 821, coil weapons can kill them, so that is awesome. You also get demonic animals. This is the Hell Wolf, the Hell Bear, and the Hell Pigeon. And you get the mutant spider. Now, this dude actually shoots fireballs at you. And then you get the mother, the brood mother, the bigger, the boss version of it. Apparently, this one is supposed to radiate you and set you alight as well. So be very, very careful with this one. Next up, we actually have the empowered demonic zombies. Now, unfortunately, in A21, you can stop the regen of these demonic zombies with coil. But the empowered demonic zombies, you need the laser weapons. Otherwise, you will not be able to stop their regen. And these can be kept or told apart from their counterparts with a red skin. So empowered demonic zombies have orange, empowered zombies have red skin. Be very, very careful. They have like double the HP, much harder to take down. So you want to really, really pay attention when you see these. Next up, we actually have zombies that do some serious, serious block damage. As you can see, we have the Titan over here. He has like knives and stuff on his fist. He's like a mutated freak kind of thing, and he does insane damage when he hits blocks. Even titanium blocks can get destroyed by this dude. He also has a radiated version, so you have to be careful of that. He can heal himself faster. There is also the Behemoths. Now, there used to be in the game a Behemoth that looked like this dude. He had gray skin, and he used to be like the bulky one, and this one used to be the fast one, but now this is the male version, this is the female version, and they also have their radiated counterparts. Now, the radiated lady, you can't really see she's radiated. It's just like a boots and perhaps the cuffs on a shirt, but that's about it. But yeah, they can actually have more HP and they heal faster as well, so be really, really careful. And then just like all the other zombies, they also have the demonic version. So there's normal Behemoth, radiated Behemoth, and then demonic Behemoth. Way more HP, way harder to take down. He used to be the final boss and he used to be the prince, but now he's just like a soldier and he's like a general, so be very careful. And just like normal demons, I don't know if you could actually take him down with coil. It remains to be tested. But yeah, laser weapons usually are the thing for these big boys over here. The empowered demonic behemoth has like even more HP than the demonic behemoth, so be very, very careful. And then finally, guys, you'd think this is the worst that it could get, but there are royalty as well, demon royalty. The incubus is the new prince. The succubus is the princess. The patriarch is the king, and the matriarch is the queen. Now, be careful. The matriarch can spawn in demons and zombies and stuff. It actually happened while I was taking the thumbnail for this video, and you don't want that to happen. If you see it, take it down as fast as possible. And then the big boy, you'd think just prince, princess, king, queen, that is it. But there is a demon lord, the lord of hell. If you get too close to this dude, he actually hits you with negative effects, like negative buffs, bleeding and radiation and stuff. So be really, really careful. We had this dude on a server during one horde night. There were 7 of them, and only the AoE effects actually were killing us. And back then, there wasn't these empowered energy cells that you could take them faster or overcharged cells. So yeah, we died so many times that night. Now, guys, Darkness Falls actually has a storyline to it. As you guys know, in A21, the traders have been completely revamped from the A20 traders. And all of these A21 traders have their own personal White River Scouts. You go for these ladies, and there's one at Rex's place, Jen's, Hughes, Bob's, Joel's, and even at Caitlin's place. We'll get to that now. You go to them, you do jobs for them where you go kill zombies and stuff, and then if you do enough quests for them, they'll open trade routes to the rest of the storyline. I just want to cover this quickly as well. For A21 Darkness Falls, the Darkness Falls trader Caitlin that can be found in the Wasteland is now in Jen's old caravan building, and then also she has her own scout as well inside the building to the left of her. But basically, you do quests for the scouts, then you get sent for the storyline. You get sent to Razor. You do some quests for him. He sends you then to open trade routes with Eve. You do quests for her, including the small bunker. And then she sends you to Anna, the Dr. Anna. You do 3 quests or so for him. He sends you to Eve. Eve, you do quests for her. She sends you to Anna. And Anna has a laser workbench inside her house. And you can actually unlock it by doing the storyline as well. In 820, you used to be able to buy the power source for like 90,000. And you need that power source to open the door to the laser workstation in her base. She's going to send you to the Wasteland to retrieve her research notes, which is in the bunker, the big bunker. And depending on your game stage, depending on your difficulty, there can be demon bosses down there as well. So be very, very careful. And completing the quest for Dr. Anna over here unlocks the laser workbench. You start the game looking like this. This is a survival backpack, which you can open over here, or you can just use a shortcut key A to open it up. You'll be given a torch. The backpack contained a tattered map. Look at it, compare the landmarks. So now basically you can go on the map and see stuff. It will give you a torch, a small backpack, stone hammer, bedroll, and blank class paper. It immediately tells you to go find a trader. It says it's 1 kilometer away. But you go and you open up the backpack by once again either clicking or using the shortcut key A. And that's just going to give you a little bit more slots to work with. Now, when you take the blank class paper and you go under recipes, you'll be able to choose from the different classes, namely farmer, hunter, laborer, mechanic, scientist, security, and survivalist. Me personally, I always go for either survivalist or laborer, but it all depends on your game style, which one you actually want to choose. But that's me. If you guys are unsure of which class you'd like to choose, you can always go under skills over here. Now, there is an action skills tab, a perks tab, farmer, hunter, laborer, mechanic, scientist, security, and survivalist. These over here are your classes. So whichever class you choose will be unlocked over here, and you can spend some skills in them. And you can always later unlock more classes with skill notes, and you'll be able to go and choose more classes and unlock more and then invest in those. Master Farmer says over here, learn Grandpa's secret recipes that boost stats and attributes along with the blackstrap coffee and multiple other foods. Increases crafting tier by 10 for shotguns and hoes. Now for Master Hunter, it says under here, unlock the advanced extended magazine mod, sniper rifle, ghillie suit, titanium knives, and titanium ammo recipes. Increase crafting tier by 10 for rifles. Increase the range and duration of your tracking ability. For Master Laborer, it unlocks the titanium building block recipes, unlocks titanium tool recipes, unlocks various titanium trap recipes, increases crafting tier by 10 for tools. For Master Mechanic, unlocks the impact driver, oil pump, SMG, titanium club, titanium sledgehammer, car battery, engine, gyrocopter, box truck, buggy, Humvee, stallion, marauder recipes, increases crafting tier by 10 for clubs and sledges, salvaging tools, SMGs, robotic turrets, and junk turrets. Master Scientist unlocks the plasma baton, titanium hunting knife, advanced healing items, anti-rad meds, crowbar, military tablet, junk drone mods, and titanium machete recipes. Increases stun chance of all stun batons, increase crafting tier by 10 for bladed weapons, including spears, batons, crowbars, flamethrower, rocket launcher, and robotic drone. Master Security unlocks advanced tactical rigging so you can carry more spaces. Advanced tactical rigging, I think, gives you 15 more slots when it comes to your inventory over here. Go over security over here, tactical rigging, titanium club, advanced brass catcher, military armor, and titanium armor recipes. Increase crafting tier by 10 for all automatic weapons and all armor. Master Survivalist unlocks a large backpack, mega crush, signal flare. With a signal flare, you can actually call in airdrops and you can get more mastery books. So these over here, you can either spend 10 points for the mastery things over here, or invest, I think, like 600 notes for a mastery book, but that's expensive. So if you have the points early game and you took Survivalist, I actually highly suggest you go for this one. Because if you can make the flares, you can get the other survival books really early. Survival torch, biofuel, gas can, gunpowder, titanium crossbow, and bolts recipes. Increases crafting tier by 10 for all pistols, but not the SMG, all knuckles, and all bows. Then finally, we have the technology class. Now this one unlocks with like a very high levels. As you can see, you have to be level 80, level 95, level 110, 125, 140. But this is actually really awesome. This is where you can start using laser technology, like laser swords, laser spears, power fists, any kind of laser weapon, laser pistols, laser carbines. You can unlock over here, and you can either go for biological boosts. These use demonic essences, or technological boosts. These use nanites. Nanites you can craft, but the demonic essences, you have to destroy demon gates in the wasteland to be able to loot the demon gate then after you destroy it, and then you get the demonic essences. Some zombies also drop the essences as well. As you guys know, you can actually craft weapons and combine weapons in your workbenches to get higher. If you repair any tools and weapons, they lose durability. But in your workbench, there are outputs where you can, or inputs. You can put the two weapons together, combine them, and get a better quality. You can only combine up to level 39, and then you have to get the laser workbench at Anna's place to be able to combine higher all the way up to level 80. I think at the moment in the notes it says you can only craft or only find loot up to level 39. It's gonna make you go loot more, explore more, and combine your own weapons. There's also the action skills over here. Basically, instead of reading books in A21 to get to learn stuff, the crafting skills over here, you now just go and do stuff. The more you use arrows, the more you use your weapons, the higher this gets. You get boosts and bonuses, and then invest in these over here to be able to reload faster, fire faster, and increase damage. Stegotyrannosaurus is still in this mod. There's also the perks over here for heavy armor crafting, light armor crafting, blunt weapon crafting, bladed weapon crafting, automatic gun crafting, bow crafting, pistol crafting, rifle crafting, shotgun crafting. All of these craftings basically says you need to be a certain player level, and then you can craft certain tiered weapons, and it also unlocks different weapons as well. As you guys know, there's different kinds of shotguns. Double barrel shotguns over here, pump shotguns over here. It also says shotguns below quality 31 will no longer degrade on repair. If you repair your weapons, I think you lose like 5 durability. But the higher that weapon that you're repairing's skill over here and the crafting is, so the higher the crafting perk is, the less likely it is to degrade. If you have a level 31 and below and you repair it, if you have level 3 unlocked over here, it will not degrade any further. But it only goes up to level 51. Anything over 51, if you combine to level 80, they will keep degrading, unless you repair them by combining in the workbenches, which is also a viable option. There's science crafting over here. It unlocks the different kinds of mods that you need in the game. Basically, like the helmet light mod and all those mods. Any kind of mod you want to craft for your weapons, you come and unlock these over here. There's also the tool crafting. That's for tool quality. Quicker crafting allows you to craft faster. And then these over here, guys, this list has been so changed, so I'm also learning with you guys now as well. There's lockpicking, iron gut, pack mule. Pack mule actually gets more and more expensive. That's 1 point, that's 2 points, and that's 3 points. Better barter, electric basics, electric power traps, workbenches, plumbing for dumb shirts, kitchen for dumb shirts. The completionist, if you have all the classes unlocked, so all of these, completely invested all the points, and you have the masteries, you can actually get the completionist over here. That allows you to get an extra, it says over here, gain 25% extra XP, never suffer ill effects from death, increase crafting tier by 20 for all future technology items. So if you want to craft better quality laser tech, you have to have the completionist over here. Forge ahead, chemistry station. Basically everything has been simplified over here as well. I will be doing a series on this, guys, so be sure to check it out, and then we will learn this new Darkness Falls A21 together. But guys, like I said, I will be doing more updates like these during the series itself. This will be episode 1 of my series, but there will be actual gameplay from episode 2 onwards. And as more patch notes come up during the episodes themselves, I'll just quickly cover the patch notes, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the series with me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys liked this video, please smash that like button. Comments, tips, feedback, did I miss anything? What do you guys think about this video? Like I said, this is my very first time ever trying this video. So hopefully I can do more videos like this and improve. But yeah, leave your comments down below. And if you guys are new to this channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button for more of this content. See you guys next time for some more 7 Days to Die Darkness Falls fun. Once again, a huge thank you to all my members and patrons for your support. To join them in supporting the channel, please click the join button or check out the links in the description down below.